sounds for Devin. Thank you. Tonight's match will be starting at 172 pounds.
What?
Shaler has won the toss. They select the odd matches.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our senior night match between the Shaler Titans and the Plum Mustangs. My name is Nick Lermia, and I'm here accompanied here today by Rick Barat, Mike Tongel, Nick Morrow, Justino Keeney. How are you doing today?
Doing good. How about you?
Good, ready to watch some wrestling. Looks like tonight we'll be starting at our 172-pound matchup, which is going to be Plum's Nino Walker versus Shaler's Luke Jones. Nino Walker is coming into this match with a 0-0 record, returning from injury, and Luke Jones is coming into this matchup with a 4-3 record.
Plum sends out Nino Walker. Shaler sends out Luke Jones.
Have Nino tying up early, right off the whistle, getting good forward pressure. Going to get a stoppage and back to the center. We have Nino in on a single. And he grabs his two. We have Nino putting in a leg, something he does very well. He has that leg in real tight. He's working on the arm. We're getting the near fall count.
Yeah, putting some pressure on Jones here.
And out of bounds call, but Nino is awarded his 2 near fall points, which brings our score to 4-0. We will start back in the center.
Yeah, Nick, Nino's really tough on top here. Like I said, you'll see he'll drive forward here. He's going to get underarms, push forward, and then most likely slip a leg in here. There he goes.
There he goes with the legs.
He's brutal on top with those legs.
Has him in real tight. He's real good at working the power half and coming across with the cross face, and he really punishes the opponent on bottom when he's on top.
Yeah, you don't see too many people getting away.
No. He has his legs crossed in the back in a figure 4 type motion that really tightens it up even more. We're going to get some more near fall points here. And Nino gets his 3, ending the first period at 7-0 in Nino's favor.
That's a
It is
great.
going to be Shaler's choice, which they defer, and Nino takes down.
That's a great first period by Nino. First match of the season, starting off with 7 points in the first period.
Little quick baby stand up, and we have Shaler in on the leg. See if Nino can work some pressure.
The ref's watching here. The Shaler kid will have to work up, or he'll get called for stall. But it looks like Nino got the reversal.
He got that reversal in.
Nino's looking front. What's he got there, Nick? Front 3/4 Nelson?
Yeah, it looks like a sort of 3/4 Nelson with a front headlock. Turned Will he get his count here? There we go.
Oh yeah, that is a
There's
tight move. I think a lot of times it's referred to the assassin,
Yep.
and it is.
And
Yeah.
there's the pin. Yeah.
Yep.
There's no getting out of that.
Your winner
What a
by
great first match
pinfall,
by Nino.
Nino Walker.
Yeah, his debut match of the season, right, Nick? First match of the season. That's a
First
great
match back from injury.
Yeah,
I
great
mean,
first start
that's-
for Nino.
What more could you want? Next up is our 189-pound matchup between Andrew Clausen and Ethan Gross. Andrew Clausen is our first senior here tonight on senior night, boosting a 12-5 record.
Shaler sends
And
out
Ethan Gross for Shaler, boosting a 5-2 record.
Yeah, Gross is senior here for Shaler, so a tough opponent. Plum looking to get a little revenge here. Now, he didn't wrestle Clausen last year, but I know this Shaler kid, Gross, did get a win for the Titans last year. So maybe Plum can get a little bit of payback here.
Definitely be a good senior night win for Clausen. Looks like our two wrestlers are just kind of working stuff from the tie-up.
Looks like Gross wrestled a number of mix of matches at 189 and 215. He does look like a full-size 189.
Yeah, two very strong-looking wrestlers we have here. Got Clausen going under, Gross with a little snap down, but works back up to his feet, break out of the tie-up. Got Gross in on an underhook on the right side. Clausen has no problem getting out of it. Not seeing too much movement between the two wrestlers. I think they're both kind of slow playing it and waiting for each other to, slip up. And
Just feeling each other out a little bit. Sometimes you'll see a lot of that in the first period.
you can tell these two wrestlers have respect for each other, for sure. Got Gross in on that underhook again. As Clausen, you really got to watch out for that. There's a lot of things that you can do on your feet with that underhook in. And there's the end of our first period, still at a 0-0 score. Now this will be Mustang's choice, and Clausen chooses to go down.
Yeah, pretty even first period there for that match.
Yeah, a lot of times you'll see a kid defer the choice, but when it's a scoreless first period, it's wise to pick the down position, because if it would end up going to overtime, the person that scores the first point gets choice in overtime.
Yep, and
So that's
we
what-
see
there we
a
go.
stand up and escape for Clausen, now back to the feet. I'm interested to see what happens here after a first period of not too much action. I feel like both of the wrestlers have a feel for each other now, so we might see some more shot attempts, more. Gross with that underhook again, man. He just really liked that underhook.
Yeah, Andrew's really strong, but I think he is a smaller 189, so I think Gross has a little bit of size advantage on him, and I'm
Yeah.
wondering if Gross is trying to take advantage of that.
Yeah, I know Andrew dabbled around at 172 earlier in the season, finding his home up at 189, which I think has suited him well.
Yeah, he definitely has the strength to wrestle 189, and then I think he ends up having more quickness.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to say. He's a very quick 189 wrestler. So it looks like we have Andrew in on a leg, but Gross is back in a stall.
Yeah, Andrew would want to cut the corner, come around the side, but with
Don't have
the
enough
mat
room.
being a problem.
Yep.
The edge.
Back to the center for the two wrestlers. We have about 35 seconds left in the second period. Still 1-0 score for Clausen. Getting that escape. There's another shot attempt by Clausen.
Oh.
Has him in a front headlock.
Nice.
Circling,
Nice,
trying
Andrew.
to get his two.
Whoa, wow.
Not too sure how Gross managed to do that. That was
Flip
pretty
right back
impressive.
up.
Yep.
That was a good scramble on both guys. I
Both
really
ends.
thought Andrew had him, but
Yeah.
I got to give credit to Gross, too.
Constant movement.
Yep.
So now we're back to our feet. And we come to the end of our second period. So now it will be Gross's choice. And he chooses down. Definitely smart decision here. Just a 1-0 score. All he needs is that escape, and then we can work from our feet.
Yeah, now Andrew's tough on top, so I'm not sure. We'll see. Wow.
Yep, little base stand up and out. Now we got 1:50 for both wrestlers to work to gain that takedown. Just kind of staying stagnant in a tie-up right now. Not really seeing either of the wrestlers gain an edge here on the feet. It's been kind of consistent between the two. So we get a shot attempt from Gross. Easily backed out by Clausen though.
But ref awarded a assault warning on Plum. No points involved in there. Got 1 minute to go.
He has Andrew snap down in the front headlock. Clausen basing to his feet and back up fully. And on a shot attempt now for Clausen. Does not go where.
He's got nice job,
Good work
Andrew.
by Clausen. Have Gross back in on that underhook. Something Clausen needs to watch out for. It's good movement by Clausen, getting his back towards the center, especially with that stall warning lingering for him.
25 seconds left in the match, where we're going to be going to overtime.
Little shot attempt for Clausen.
10 seconds.
Shot attempt for
Oh,
Gross.
go Andrew, spin by.
Spin behind.
Block.
And Gross with a little bit of a scramble takedown at the end with a couple seconds left. So Gross takes this contest 3-1, which puts the team score to 6-3.
Yeah, it was a tough match. Both wrestlers wrestled well. You had some great scrambles by both wrestlers. You thought there was going to be points a couple times, and
There, down to the wire.
Yep, down to the wire. I think just going for it at the end, and Shaler comes around with the two.
So now we'll be moving on to our 2:15 matchup between senior Frank Masiosi and Shaler's Vito Baravecchio. Frank coming into this matchup with an 11-5 record, and Vito with a 4-2. So two back-to-back seniors for our 189 and 215 matchup. Frank in on a quick shot, defended by Vito pretty quickly though. Back to our feet.
Yeah, that was a quick shot by Frank early there on that first attempt there within the first 20 seconds.
It's definitely something you like seeing. Being aggressive right off the bat, set the tone. Now we have Frank in on that underhook with wrist control. Getting good pressure. Good shot attempt by Frank, defended by Vito though. Nice little shrug by Frank.
A similar start to this match to the last. Both wrestlers sort of feeling each other out, fighting, doing some hand fighting.
going into the tie-up, kind of seeing if they can get an edge on each other, breaking out of it a lot early. Seen a lot of pressure from both wrestlers, and we get a little bit of a lat drop from Vito, which awards him with 2. Now we have Vito working on top with 10 seconds left in the period, and they go out of bounds.
All right, so we'll see what Frankie can do here from bottom. So if he can make a quick escape, short time here with 8.5 seconds, it'll be tough, but.
Yeah. Just gotta go for that one.
Oh, nice.
And he
wow.
gets his one. Nice little Granby from Frank. Got perfect separation. Definitely a good short time move. You know, getting that 1 point's pretty big for Frank here.
Yeah, those points at the end of the periods are incredibly important at the end of the match.
Yep. So we have Shaler's choice, who deferred to Frank on Mustang's side, who chooses bottom. A lot of forward pressure from Vito here, breaking Frank down. That's how you can tell he's pretty strong. You know, Frank has a good base. It looks like Vito caught Frank trying to roll through, slipped that arm through, and got the pin, which now takes the team score to 9-6 in the Titans' favor.
Yeah, it's tough break for Frankie. I think he was looking to roll that throw, and kid stuck the arm, and you know, sometimes that happens.
Sport of wrestling. So now we will move on to our heavyweights at 285, which looks like it's just Ollie Freeman, who is going to pick up a forfeit on his senior night, which will roll us straight into our 107 matchup between Plum's Owen Campbell and Shaler's Dustin Corfield.
Down to 107.
Owen Campbell coming into this matchup with an 11-4 record, and Dustin with a 3-4. Ollie's forfeit right there, and the pin by Vito takes the team score to 12-9 in the Mustangs'
Shaler,
favor.
Dustin Corfield, Plum, Owen Campbell.
Yeah, I think Owen, is our only freshman starter here on the team. He's having a great year, a great start to his career.
Especially as a freshman. He's won some pretty impressive matches thus far. And some quick movement from Owen in on a shot real quick. Have him in on that leg, but Dustin has him broke down to a hip, which Owen recovers from. A little bit of a scary position there.
Yeah, nice recovery. Gets his hips underneath, gets good position, gets the takedown.
Beautiful work by Owen there.
Yeah, Owen's currently ranked 4th in WPIL by the Tribune Review, which would be phenomenal. I mean, as a freshman, they take the top 4 out of the Whitfield Estate. So, you know, if things pan out the way it's predicted right now, he'd be a state qualifier as a freshman.
Is ridiculous in the state of Pennsylvania. So we have Owen working the wing, gets a turn here.
That's tight.
Our near field count, and the quick pin by Owen. Just 54 seconds into the match. Great match by Owen.
Yeah, that was a pretty quick pin down there by Owen. As you said, only a freshman, so he's got 3 more years to continue to gain his experience.
Brings the score to 18-9, Plum.
Now we'll be moving on to our 114-pound wrestler, Rylan Campbell, who will get a forfeit. Rylan Campbell with a 13-1 record this year. I mean, he's done everything you could ask for out of a wrestler as a coach. Most of his wins have been through pinfall and heavy major matches. So Rylan's definitely been having a good year.
We're going to 121.
So now this will take us to 121, where we have Sam Snyder on the Mustang side and Nevio Delanibis on Shaler's side. Sam Snyder with a 13-3 record and Nevio with a 4-2.
For Shaler.
Yeah, I think I'm starting to sound like a broken record here because I'm going to say now Sam also one of the top-rated wrestlers in WPI. I think, you go up and down this Plum lineup, it is just stacked.
Top to bottom.
Top to bottom, it is deep. You know, usually in high school you end up having, you know, out of 13 weight groups, you end up, most teams have 3, 4, sometimes 5, 6 forfeits. Plum, I mean, we got top 10 ranked guys all the ways up and down the lineup.
Single leg shot attempt, cut to the double for Sam, who did not get awarded his 2, which I don't know if I agree with that there. I feel like both wrestlers' hips were in bounds, which in my opinion should have been awarded 2, but we'll get some more action on our feet. And there is the takedown from Sam with a nice little knee pick single leg. And we'll be bringing him back to the center.
One minute to go in the first period.
We have a caution on Sam. Some good forward pressure from Sam, breaking him down right off the bat. We have Sam with a little wing tilt. Now running the wing over, in which he gets his full near fall.
He's got 2.
You see Sam on that right wrist right there. It's definitely an uncomfortable position for Nevio on bottom, bringing it up to the hip and running it over. That's deep. He got his 3-point count for the near fall. Now
15
sinking his hips
seconds.
back.
This kid, can Shaler fight it off for 10 more seconds?
It looks like he is going to. Sam gets awarded his 3 near fall points, which brings our match to 7-0 in Sam's favor. It is Shaler's pick going into the second period, which they choose neutral. Shot attempt from Nevio, defended by Sam, who has him in that front headlock position.
Nice reshot by Sam Snyder. Blocks that first shot, comes back in, takes him right to his back.
To his back. Nothing more you can ask for out of Sam there. Settling in on that kind of like bundle type lock on his arms up top.
Oh, he's got that tight. I'm not sure he's coming out of this one.
I mean, if it were me, I'd sit here for the next minute
Oh.
and 20 seconds. But there we get Sam with his 2 for the takedown and 3 back points awarded there.
So we got a 12-0 lead for Sam. If it gets to 15, you end up getting a technical fall.
So you'll have Shaler starting on bottom here as they go out of bounds. Sam working at that right wrist again, which he does very well. Very comfortable with bringing it up to the back hip. And punching his arm through.
There we go.
His back. I mean, that's tight.
All right, so this is going to be the end of this match one way or the other. Either Sam's getting a pin or it's going to be a 15. Either way, this is going to be the end of it.
I mean, to me, it seems like his shoulder blades are both down there. No pin awarded yet.
So there we go. So now he's bellied out, 3 back points, so that'll end the match.
End up being a tech fall for Sam.
Your winner by technical fall,
15-0.
15-0, Sammy Snyder.
What a great match by Sam there, putting the pressure on him the whole match. And I mean, you look at the Mustangs roster, they have a deep junior class on this team. Very talented junior class. You have Rylan Campbell, Sam Snyder, Carson Yaka, Charlie Campbell's also a junior. You got know, very deep junior class for
He's good for the
these
future.
wrestlers. Yeah, you got
Very
another
good
year
for
with
the
them
future.
too. So
Yeah, it's a great year for Plum Wrestling, and the future looks good too.
Very bright. So now we'll be moving into our 129 matchup of Plum's Carson Yalka versus Shaler's Santiago Bernal. Carson coming into the matchup with a 15-4 record, and Santiago with an 0-2 record. Looks like we have a little problem with the clock to start there.
Yeah, Shaler has a rich history of great wrestling. I think this year it looks like their team is a little younger, a little less experienced, but they do have a long tradition of very good wrestling.
Shot attempt by Carson. Sprawled out by Santiago. But Carson getting back in on that leg. Awarded his 2. Carson's in a good position right now. He can keep working at that arm. You know, he has that leg laced underneath. Straight to his back and slipped out by Santiago.
Yes, it looks like they just gave him a 1 count, so it doesn't look he's getting back, because you need two swipes from the ref to get 2 back points.
Now we'll get to see Carson work on top a little bit. Still with 54 seconds left in the period.
Oh, he's running that, huh?
Still has that wing in on the left arm. Which, you know, let's go. Really working at that right wrist a lot. Getting 2-on-1, 1-on-1 control with the wrist. And then snapping down on the other side. Now it looks like we're gonna get a cowboy tilt here from Carson. Santiago is not exposed to the mat though, so we cannot get a near fall count in Carson's favor.
Yeah, Carson's been really tough on top here. He hasn't got points out of it, but I think you'll see points in the second and third period, because this is taking a lot out of this kid fighting off the back points. And
as we see now, Carson finally has that wing in on the left side. The time expires. We'll be heading into our second period.
yeah, that tough ride will pay off for Carson as the match goes on here, because I think that took it's hard. You can only fight that off so long.
Yep. So starting the second period with Mustang's choice, and looks like Carson is starting on bottom, getting a nice base and a sit through up to his feet. Mat return by Shaler.
Carson Yalka keeping a solid base, not giving up his hands. She's just pressuring back. Looks like he's going to come into a baby stand-up.
Yep. And then we see Shaler lace that leg in to prevent it. Carson's still in a good position here, you know, no edge. A little knee slide through and that return on the stand-up by Shaler. Back to the base. You see Carson keep trying to post with that right leg and do a little sit through or a knee slide through.
Yeah, both wrestlers are doing what they're supposed to. Carson's keeping good position, not going flat. But you know what? Shaler's doing a good job too. They're keeping the pressure forward, going for the bar.
Yep.
It's actually, both guys are doing a good job.
Looks like we have Santiago for Shaler working that wing in now on the right side. Coming across with the tight waist also with his left arm. Which he lets go.
10 seconds.
Full right out period for Santiago here. Shaler's coach, I wonder what you go here. It looks like they're going to go neutral. Get on the feet. See Carson on that right wrist. Little slide by to a shot attempt.
Oh, deep shot on nice double, Carson Yaka. And no points yet. But he stayed between those legs. If he can cover, there we go.
Carson gets awarded his 2. Minute 20 left in this period for Carson to ride it out. He's in a pretty good position here, being up 4-0 now. Got some good forward pressure going by Carson there. As we see, he slips in a leg on the right side. Still has that leg in, trying to work an attack here. The leg slips out, and we have him now broken down again. We'll see where Carson tries to go from here.
.30 seconds to go. Oh, Carson.
Getting it up to the hip. But pulled through by Santiago. 20 seconds left in this period. Likely just see Carson ride out the rest of this match. Not too much movement on bottom from Shaler. Concludes our match.
Very nice match.
Good hard-fought win by Carson there.
Carson Yaka from Plum.
Next up is going to be our 133-pound matchup of Plum's Trent Reese and Shaler's Brendan Fitzgerald. Trent Reese with a 15-4 record and Brendan Fitzgerald with a 2-3 record.
Yeah, Trent's having a great start to his sophomore year. He currently is ranked in the top 10 in the Whippy on pins. I think he has 10 or 11 pins out of all of his wins, which is an incredible amount of high percentage of pins. And here he goes, and I'll tell you what, this is tight.
Locked up in the front by Trent. He gets his hips over in a quick pin, just 15 seconds into the match.
Yeah, Trent adds on to that, that pin streak.
Very good match by Trent there. Just a short 15 seconds, which takes our team score to 38-9 now in Plum's favor. Kind of seeing a trend here. So now we'll be moving on to our 139 matchup, where we have Plum's Carl Latano versus Shaler's Trey Grazier. Carl being another one of our seniors tonight. Carl coming in with a 1-6 record, and Shaler's Trey with a 1-4.
Yeah, so far Mustangs 38-9 lead so far in this match.
Looks like the Trey Grazier from Shaler's also a senior. So got 2 seniors going head to head.
See a lot of back and forth motion from Carl there as Shaler gets in on a single leg. Awarded his 2. Now he has Carl broken down. Let's hope Carl can fight up to his base here.
Yeah, Carl did a nice job pushing back into his knees.
Back up to his base, which is what Carl needs. Working at that arm. Back up to his base again.
Now if Carl can just keep working to get that arm free and get up to his feet. Does Shaler have a bar in there?
Yeah, I believe Shaler does. Looks like he's going for an underhook on the other side, but we get a potentially dangerous call on Shaler's end. Got to be careful with those bars. It's a very good move to run, but it could go wrong in so many ways. You know, it's a good setup to have on top, but it can be taken away from you like that, as we just saw with the potentially dangerous call.
And it's a tight pinning combination, so you got it. You need to be careful not to run it too hard, because the ref will. You don't want the ref stopping it. But
it's like we have Carl broken down again on his stomach. Back up to his base. 30 seconds left in the period. Shaler back in on that bar on the left side and running it again. Has just one-on-one wrist control on the other side.
Carl doing a nice job fighting it off.
Fighting through, getting that elbow up towards his shoulder, which eliminates how tight that bar is.
Right, and then if he can get to his knees, that really is what the key. And that, there he goes, and good start there.
And that will conclude our first period of wrestling here. Just 2-0 in Shaler's favor. So an early takedown from Trey, but so we have Shaler's choice, in which they take neutral. Into the tie-up. Carl working at that right wrist, in on a shot.
Carl, control that elbow if you can. Looks
like we have Trey circling around. He had that cradle locked up. Awarded his 2, but Carl in on that leg. Sucking it up into his shoulder. Looks like Trey's working at that near side cradle again. Just has that leg lock.
Oh, all right, Carl. Come on, square up, square up.
Leg.
Cut across to a double if you can. Cut across. If you can cut, trip,
Up to his
trip,
feet
trip, Carl.
with it.
All right,
With
keep him on the mat.
leg. Pull him back in.
There you, nice.
Good work from Carl to get that hard-fought reversal. Now we're seeing Carl work on top.
Got 30 seconds left in this period.
Has a half in on the right side. Working wrist control underneath on the left. See if he can get something going here before this period ends.
He's got him flat. Doesn't look like Shaler's doing much on bottom. I think if Carl keeps working it, maybe we can get a stall call at least. Oh, no, okay, a little bit of motion from Shaler.
See Shaler back up to his base.
Okay, third period. Let's see what Carl chooses.
Third period action.
Other coach is telling him to take down.
So Carl is going to start our third period on bottom. Score 4-2, Shaler. Carl has 2 minutes left to work. Fight for those 2 points. Quick breakdown from Shaler here as we see him get in on that. Get in on that arm on the left side, but Carl's able to bring it back up. Two-on-one on Carl's left arm, but Carl's able to work back up to his base. Trying to get that hand free.
Yeah, Carl's been doing a nice job fighting off all these Shaler's combinations, but can't quite get out.
Got a tight half from Shaler now. Carl's fighting it though. And he gets his near fall count. for Shaler. Just a basic half Nelson there, getting the job done.
Yeah, he fought it off for a long time. It just that was tight at the end, and you know, like we said, somebody cinches that up tight. It's tough.
That brings our team score to 38 to 15 Plum. Next we have our 145-pound matchup with Charlie Campbell of Plum and Jacob Cable from Shaler. Charlie Campbell coming in with a 10-5 record and Cable with a 1-2. You can see right off the whistle both wrestlers going for that tie-up. Shaler working a slide by in on that left arm, getting it underneath.
Charlie's got that front headlock. He's pulling down. I expect Charlie. Oh, okay. I was going to say I was looking for a cement mixer. Looking for that right hand go flying across the kid's back to power him over to his back.
See Charlie trying to work that snap down.
Hey, Charlie will go between this, where he'll punch his right arm through to go to a cement mixer or a cradle.
Yeah, I know. Charlie is very good with his cradles. He'll look for them in any position that he's in. So we get a stalemate. Back to the center, starting fresh. See a little slight fake from Shaler off the whistle. Back into the tie-up. Getting him in that front headlock position. Once again, really trying to snap him down here, but Shaler's keeping a good base on his feet.
But the more he fights to keep his base, then his knee gets closer, his head to his knee, and that's where Charlie might switch to the cradle.
And just like you said, that's what Charlie's going for right here. Shaler's able to fight through.
So now Shaler might back that leg up to avoid the cradle, and then allow Charlie to snap him flat. So
Charlie pushing him out of bounds here.
When you get that front headlock, it's going to be one or the other. You either fight it off by, keeping your feet, and you're potentially going to give up a cradle. You back your feet up, Charlie snaps you down and spins behind or goes for the cement mixer.
As we see Charlie getting his first caution.
Oh, nice
now
shot.
went on a nice shot. Underneath, cutting to that other leg. Up to his feet, trying to suck it through.
Wow. Wow.
And on the legs, fought through.
Here's
now
the cradle.
He has that cradle locked up. Charlie got man, Shaler slipping through.
Wow, that was something when Charlie was almost flat on his stomach, locked her on that legs, and he stood up and lifted the kid up.
Great feat of strength from Charlie there. Mustang's choice. Charlie taken down. Getting his hips over top.
There he goes, right to his...
Pulling that leg through. Good reversal by Charlie, quick into the period.
Nope, there's
Instant
the cradle.
Stand up. We're going to get it potentially dangerous with both of Charlie's feet being lifted up off the mat. Charlie pinning that leg up.
Charlie looking the cradle.
Same thing again, another potentially dangerous. Have Shaler in a sit-out position there, but Charlie's able to get him to roll through back into position in Charlie's favor.
Nope, there we go. Charlie is going to cross face, go. Drops.
Now Charlie in on the legs after the stand up from Shaler. Just holding on to that leg. We see Shaler now in the sprawl position, and they're going to hit Charlie with a stall. just his first, so no points given here. But in a tight match like this,
Yeah, when the you're holding on to the leg and you're in control, the ref will give you normally about 5 seconds to improve your position, or it's sort of an automatic stall call.
you see Charlie right off the whistle riding on that ankle. Being able to break Shaler down flat here.
And he's looking for that cross face. He's got a
that
leg in.
Leg in, locked up the figure 4 there. Tight.
I'm looking for Charlie to do a cross face here to the elbow and then look for the cradle, I'm expecting.
Have Cable back up to his feet. And now we see a wing from Charlie, in which he circles it around and catches Cable trying to roll through. Charlie in a very good spot here. Cable's still fighting, but Charlie will be awarded his 3 points of near fall. Now we see Shaler fighting through into that front head lock, and there's our period. Score is 5-0 Charlie heading into the third period. You see Shaler taking neutral here. Going right into that underhook on the left side. Charlie down in on the leg.
And Charlie will want to get his head up there, come up, post weight on that foot and turn towards the kid.
Charlie in real deep here. Shaler.
I think the ref's going to probably call stalemate. Yeah.
There. Good fight from both wrestlers.
Hey, Cable's been fighting hard all match, trying to get some momentum on Campbell the whole match.
Charlie in on another shot. Single leg on the opposite leg.
Charlie get his right hand across to his hip, cover the hips,
getting his hips over top, and there is the 2 for Charlie. See him in on that crossface with the wrist control. But we have Cable in on the leg.
Oh, Cable looked like he was going for a Peterson, but Charlie ends up stepping over and getting back points out of it.
Through. Just have him at a count of 2. Cable able to work up off of his back, but Charlie gets his 2 points awarded there. Cable with his hip over top, but Charlie still has that leg locked up.
Yeah, I bet a stalemate's going to come here in a second. There we go.
There it is. So now we'll go back with Shaler on bottom and Charlie back on top. Just 16 seconds left in the match. Charlie's still up 9-0. Likely see Charlie just try and ride Cable out into the end. Going for the cradle there.
Yeah, Charlie's
like
going for more points.
Yep.
Yep. Charlie not satisfied with the 9-0. Okay, yep, he's still going for it.
And that will conclude our match. Good hard-fought win by Charlie Campbell there.
Your winner, Charlie Campbell.
Brings our team score up to 42-15 in Plum's favor. Now we'll be moving on to our next senior at the 160-pound matchup. Dakota Pisano versus Michael Ulray from Shaler. Pisano coming in with an 11-7 record and Ulray with a 5-3.
Our last senior of the evening, wrestling here.
For Shaler, Malik Martin.
Cody with an early shot attempt, going low on that left leg. Cody in on a shot. Awarded two straight to his back.
He's got it tight.
Cody already has his count for 3 near fall points. Let's see if he can lacing that leg up on the left side. And Shaler able to roll through of it there, but Cody back right into it. Cody will be awarded his 3 points. It looks like Cody is going to cut his opponent to work back on his feet, get some more points. And on a nice low single, working up, and there's 2 again for Cody.
And right to his back. I don't see the ref counting.
No back points awarded there for Cody. Has that leg laced in on the right side. Cody in on a bundle, circling around to the other side, getting his back point. Count. And there is the pin from Cody on the bundle. Good match from Cody, getting it done in the first period. That brings our score to 48 to 15, again in Plum's favor. Now we have at 172,
160.
Is it 160?
Yep, we're at 160.
Julian Sepelak coming out.
I believe that's Michael Urley?
Shaler sends out Michael O'Ray.
O'Ray. Yeah. Yeah, this is definitely one of Shaler's best wrestlers. And Julian's having a great year. I expect a really good match here.
Julian, a very, very strong wrestler. Likes to get in tight. Use his strength to his advantage. Good trip there from Julian. Reshot in on the leg, but rolled through by Shaler, who gets his 2. Straight in with the leg on that left side. Now working that power half.
Looks like he might be coming, Julian. Nice, Julian.
Julian. Nice
reversal for 2.
Getting his 2 points just before they go out of bounds there. It's good work by Julian, sensing that you have Ulrich on top, getting too high, and Julian able to shake him off and get that reversal there.
Yeah, nice job by Julian. I mean, yeah, Orly, yeah, he has 24 wins last season, so this is a tough opponent.
Yep. See him standing up there, no problem. And Julian coming right into a shot attempt defended by Ulrich.
Nice deep shot. Sucking that leg in. Well, good defense by Shaler.
Looks like Shaler's just trying to circle and break that grip that Julian has on the leg, but Julian using his strength here, and Shaler does get that. Rocking the leg to break and gets his 2. Julian keeping strong base here.
Nice switch.
Switch.
Wow.
Gets his 2 there. Straight to an escape for Shaler. Back to neutral, which is our 3rd time seeing the 2 wrestlers at neutral just in the first period. Good trip, but time expires.
Exciting match.
Good first period from both wrestlers. As our score is just 5 to 4 in Ulrich's favor.
Okay, actually, yep, 6-4. They just corrected the score over there.
Okay. It's going to be Plum's choice, in which they defer to Shaler, who goes down. Likely to see a quick stand-up from Shaler here, as we saw Ulrich do 3 times in the first period. Little confusion here between the coach and the wrestler. Yep, there's that quick stand up. Good mat return by Julian, but right back up to his feet. Reaching back for that leg. Julian getting it locked in. Going for the spladle. Ulrich gets good back pressure in on that and gets out of it.
Julian guys, just keep his on top, keep his hips up top, don't slide out to the side. He's doing
working that power half in with that leg, just very high.
Yeah.
Trying to pull in that second boot, which looks like he does get in.
Oh, if he could block that right arm. He's got the right arm. He's got it. Oh.
Almost a full Nelson there.
Yeah, if you get arm bar, there is. Get that right wrist, Julian.
And he lets go of it. Slipping that leg in again. Not something I've seen Julian do too much.
He's looking for a bundle. He's gonna. He bumped him over.
And there he gets his back point count.
Oh, and that's tight. That's tight. Oh, that could be. That was it.
Pin for Julian.
Wow.
Wow. Very good work by Julian there. That is a huge win for our sophomore wrestler.
Yeah, against a very tough opponent. Fantastic job by Julian there. And the whole Mustang
tight
team.
bundle in there.
We have one exhibition match here. That was the end of the regular match.
So that concludes our match for
exhibition match coming up here.
The Shaler Titans versus the Plum Mustangs. Final score 54-15. Very good night for Plum Wrestling.
Yeah, they had a lot of good wins. Shaler, I mean, yeah, they had a lot of forfeits, but you saw in the matches a lot of takedowns, a lot of pins from a lot of the wrestlers tonight.
Yep. Now we have the last match of the night, which is an exhibition with our Plum wrestler, Nyan East, who is a junior.
From Plum and Weber from Shaler.
I believe this is Nyan's first year. I've been really impressed with his, from neutral work on his feet.
Very athletic wrestler, very strong kid, quick. Very good blast double, as we saw in their last match. Looks like we have Shaler getting in on a double there, getting the takedown against Nyan.
Yeah, as a newer wrestler there, the defense is, it takes time to work on the defenses.
Yeah, for sure.
I think Nyan's strength really is his offense, his shots.
Yeah, he works back up to his base pretty easy here.
Nice, yeah.
Up to his stand-up. But we see Shaler chopping at that arm, getting in the bar with one-on-one wrist control on the other side, pushing the shoulder into the ear. See if his Nyan's strength can get him through it. Nothing yet.
45 seconds.
There is
it's a long time to
fall
fight.
Count. Looks like Shaler has that opposite arm pinned down. Getting a good bridge here from Nyan.
Yeah, good.
He's able to roll through there. We see Shaler flip his hips over top. And a pin from Shaler.
I'd like to thank everyone for coming out tonight.
Yeah, Nyan did a nice job there. It's tough your first year. You take some lumps sometimes, you learn.
All about experience.
Have a safe drive home.
Yeah, great match tonight for the Mustangs, 54-14 over the Shaler Titans. Great match. As we talked about, the freshman Owen Campbell, Rylan Campbell, both very good at those lower weights. Both, as you guys said, they're top 10 at least in their.
In quite a bit of the kids.
Yeah.
Just want to give another shout out to our seniors here for Plum and Cody Pisano, Carl Rotano, Jay Thornton, Ollie Freeman, Frank Masiosi, and Andrew Clausen. Wrestling's a very tough sport. And for these boys to stick it out as they do and be successful as they are, it's definitely very respectable.
Yeah, proud to watch these kids wrestle. I've been watching them wrestle since a lot of them been 5, 6 years old. So it's great to see, you know, them finish out this. Like I said, they're good students, good wrestlers,
Good group of
just good kids.
Yep.
Yep, proud to know them.